All right, let's tackle two words that give so many people a headache: mitosis and meiosis. I mean, they sound almost the same, the diagrams look like they could be twins. It's just way too easy to get them mixed up. If that's you, don't worry. We're about to make it all click right here, right now. So picture this. You're in an exam, you flip the page, and you see something like this. Your brain instantly goes, okay, cell division. But then what? Is that mitosis? Is it meiosis? They look so ridiculously similar, don't they? And this is that moment, that split second, where the panic can start to creep in. And look, if you felt that little wave of dread, I'm telling you, you are not alone. It is a super common trip-up. We learn these two really complex processes, often back-to-back, and our brains just kind of smush them together into one big blurry mess. But here's the thing. The secret to finally getting this straight is to change your approach. See, the biggest mistake people make is trying to learn mitosis on Monday and then learn meiosis on Tuesday. That's just asking for trouble. The real trick, and what we're about to do, is to put them right next to each other and compare them. That's when the differences really pop. Okay, you ready for your first big hack? Before we even get into the nitty-gritty science, I want to give you a simple memory trick. This is going to be the framework for everything else, a way to instantly remember what each one is for. Let's do it. So let's start with the absolute core idea. Mitosis, that's for stuff like growth and repair. Think healing a cut on your finger. Meiosis, that is all about one thing: reproduction. To lock this in, we're going to use two really simple acronyms. Let me break them down for you. First up, mitosis. Just remember this phrase: making identical twins of same individual's somatic cells. So let's unpack that. Making identical twins tells you it makes two cells that are perfect copies. Same means the chromosome number stays the same. And somatic cells? That's just the fancy term for all your regular body cells. Your skin, your muscles, your bones, the whole shebang. Now for meiosis. Here's your phrase: making eggs/sperms in ovaries/testes synthesis. This one tells a totally different story. Making eggs/sperms, that's its entire purpose: creating sex cells. In ovaries/testes tells you exactly where this show goes down. And synthesis? Think of this as creating or synthesizing brand new genetic combinations. This is the key to variety. Okay, so you've got the purpose down. Awesome. Now let's get into the chromosome number game. This is a huge deal for exams, and it's where a lot of people get tangled up. But I promise you, once you see it, it's actually super simple. So here's the thing. Both of these processes, mitosis and meiosis, they start at the exact same starting line. They begin with one single parent cell that has a full set of 46 chromosomes. We call this a diploid cell. Basically, it's got two sets of chromosomes, one from each of your parents. This is where it all begins. But this is where the two paths split, and it's a massive difference. Look at this. Mitosis ends with two daughter cells, and each one has the full 46 chromosomes. They are perfect clones. But meiosis, it gives you 4 daughter cells, and this is crucial: they each have only 23 chromosomes. The number is literally cut in half. So if you remember nothing else from this, remember this one golden rule. Mitosis keeps the chromosome number the same. Meiosis halves the number. That's it. It really is that straightforward. Same versus half. So why the difference? Well, it makes perfect sense when you think about their jobs. Mitosis is for growth and repair. If you scrape your knee, you need new skin cells that are identical to the old ones, with all 46 chromosomes. But meiosis is for making babies. You have to cut the chromosomes down to 23 in an egg or a sperm, so that when they join up, the new embryo has the right total of 46. See? It has to work that way. All right, purpose and numbers, check and check. Now let's talk about the actual stages. This is where the names can trick you, because they're the same for both. But trust me, what actually happens in those stages? It's a completely different story. Both processes use the same 4 basic steps: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And an easy way to remember the order is PMAT, or my personal favorite, please make all tests easy. So remembering the order of the letters isn't the tough part. The real difference is how many times they go through this cycle.
Mitosis is super straightforward. It's direct. It just goes through PMAT one single time. The chromosomes line up, they get pulled apart, the cell divides, boom, one and done. The result is 2 identical cells. Simple.
Meiosis, on the other hand, is like a 2-part movie. It goes through PMAT twice. We call it Meiosis I and Meiosis II. But now, Listen very carefully because this is the single most important difference between them. In the very first stage, Prophase I, something amazing happens. It's called crossing over. The chromosomes literally get tangled up and swap pieces of their DNA. This is the secret ingredient that changes everything. This right here, this is the whole point. Crossing over is what creates genetic variation. It's the reason you aren't an identical copy of your siblings. And here's your big exam tip. This only happens in meiosis. It never ever happens in mitosis. So if you see a question about genetic shuffling or variation, your brain should immediately scream meiosis.
Okay, I know that was a lot of info, but you're doing great. We've talked purpose, we've talked numbers, and we've talked stages. Now let's pull it all together into one simple final cheat sheet. This is everything you need all in one spot.
Okay, let's do a lightning round. Purpose? Mitosis is for growth and repair. Meiosis is for reproduction. Location? Mitosis is all over your body. Meiosis is only in the ovaries and testes. Number of divisions? Mitosis is one and done. Meiosis takes 2 rounds. Chromosome number, the big one. Mitosis keeps it the same. Meiosis cuts it in half. And the final result? Mitosis makes 2 identical clones. Meiosis makes 4 unique, genetically different cells.
So let's go back to those 2 diagrams from the beginning. They don't seem nearly as intimidating now, do they? Now you've got the tools to tell them apart, to know their purpose, and to understand exactly what's going on. Remember, the real key was to compare them, not just memorize them separately. So now, you're ready. Go away, Stuff Exam.